So this poem Absent Soul by Lorca, right? So this in order to in order to begin this poem, let us speak a little bit upon why this poem was written, and what is this poem about. Hey, Lorca was a revolutionary. He was a revolutionary leader in Spain, as well as writer, of course. He writes. He has written a lot of poems, plays, as well as some other works as well. The thing is, his writings are mostly he has written original writings, so but they were edited. They were it had to go through the censorship, and only then it used to get published. So the reason being, there are two major reasons why it used to happen. One, of course, he was against the power, the people in power in Spain, because the people in he was a revolutionary. He went against the government, so that is why that is why in order to avoid the conflict, so they were so they were very careful about you know what he writes. So that is that was censorship. That is the reason why his works used to get censored. And another reason why his works used to get censored is by then the people who are who belongs to any other sexual identity were were considered to be criminals. Till recently, it was the case with India too, right? So being a gay man, Lorca had a very hard time because he had to conceal it, because by legally he is not able, he shouldn't be gay, so that was the law. So he had to conceal it. So that is why his writings were very much censored. So what we have here, this poem, is also it is also a censored version of his writing. Okay. So that is just a background understanding. So this poem is written about one of the friend of Lorca. His name is Sanchez Mias, right? Mejais, yeah, Sanchez Mejais. So Sanchez Mejais is actually, he was a popular Spanish writer too, but more than that, he was a bullfighter. So if you have heard about Spain, the Spain is very much known for the bullfighting. And Sanchez Mijares was a bullfighter, and he used to make and he was very popular that way. And just like there are many sportsmen who are popular, Sanchez Miais was very popular during those days. But unfortunately, in one of the bullfights, bull gored him and killed him. That led to his death. And being a very close friend of Lorca, Lorca was devastated because of the death of Sanchez Miais, and and because of the death, since he was very much devastated, because he was the Lorca was very misunderstood man, and he didn't had much support. But Sanchez Miais was one of the people who used to support Lorca a lot, and yeah. So after the death, Lorca, he wrote a very long elegy. Elegy is is a poem which is written on the person who is dead. So elegy. So elegy was written by Lorca, and it's a long elegy, and a part of that elegy is it's like many individual poems consist of one long elegy. So Here is an individual poem, Absent Soul. Okay, so we'll read it. Let's see how what we can find and understand. The bull does not know you, nor the fig tree, nor the horses, nor the ants in your own house. Right? So here, firstly, nobody knows you in a sense. The bull does not know you. Fig tree, basically, you are being forgotten. Right? So you're, that is the meaning over here. You are being forgotten, so they don't know you. And here too, the bull does not know you. Here it is two meanings. One is the bull which he fought, the bull which which gored him and which caused his death. So that is one bull, and another bull is actually the bull in the house of Sanchez Mias. So Sanchez Mias was he had he's a farmer by profession, of course, and in his farms there were many animals, right? The horses and the fig trees and the bulls as well. So these, even they do not know him, right? So that is two. When he says bull, it is it is both, right? Both bull of both bull that killed him, as well as the bull in his house, right? So that is what we see. And moving forward, the child and the afternoon do not know you, because you have died forever. So he's trying, he's making a list. So bull does not know you, horse does not know you, the child does not know you, the afternoon itself does not know you, because you have died forever. So after the death, people stop remembering, right? So the people slowly starts forgetting people, right? I mean, nobody, so the people who are died, nobody remember them for very long time, right? So that is how it is. And back of so that is what he's trying to say. The back of the stone does not know you, nor the black satin in which you crumble. Your silent memory does not know you, because you have died forever. So back of the stone, right? The stone. What is the stone which he is talking about? He's talking about the tombstone, right? So tombstone. So in front of tomb, there there will be a stone, and where they have carved, they will carve the name, right? So XYZ name, year 1920 to 1940, right? Then what they have done, poet, loving father, and so on. So that is how we usually see the tombstone, right? So this tombstone, the back side, in the front side of the tombstone, the name will be written, the year will be written, and what they have done, that will be written. Some statement of theirs will be written. So that is what usually we can notice in the tombstone. But backside of the tombstone, it will be plain, right? So the front of the tombstone, your name is written, but the backside have already forgotten you, right? So uh, and the black satin in which you come. So it's a tradition, it's a Christian tradition, where the Spanish Christian tradition, right, where the corpse is covered with a black satin clothes before burying them. So that satin clothes, even that you don't, that doesn't know you, that doesn't remember you. Your silent memory does not know you, right? So even even the people who remember you, even they are forgetting, right? Your the memory of you which we have, even that we are losing, right? So that means You are, you know, we believe that only your physical existence is gone, right? When people die, we tell them, right? So, for example, recently, Mr. S.P. Balasubramaniam passed. What many people told, you know, his physical existence has been gone, but his spirit is with us through his songs. We tell this way, right? Right? Many people, you know, somebody dies, and we say that, you know, he is not physically with us, but his works are with us. His memories are with us. We usually tell that, right? So the same way, we believe that the memory will be with us, but even the memory is fading. Memory does not know you, means, you know, memory is also failing, it's also fading. Okay, because you have died forever. You have died forever. The autumn will come with the small white snails, misty grapes and clustered hills, but no one will look into your eyes because you have died forever. So, when autumn comes, autumn in Spain is considered to be very pleasant season. Autumn in Spain. So the autumn will come, right? When the autumn comes, we used to enjoy a lot, right? We used to see those white small snails. We used to see that misty grapes. We used to we used to look at the white hills, because, you know, Alps mountain range. So we used to enjoy all that, right? So I was with you when, you know, we were enjoying, and I used to look at your eyes, right? I used to find my enjoyment in your eyes, right? While we are present in front of these things, these beautiful things, the misty grapes, hills, and white snails, right? So I used to find the beauty in your eyes. But now the winter, you know, autumn is has arrived. Autumn is about to arrive, and we are, you know, nobody is there to look into your eyes. I am there, but you are not there. So because you have died forever, so you know, you are you have died, you have passed away, nothing can be done. Because you have died forever, like all the dead of earth, like all the dead who are forgotten in the heap of lifeless stones, right? So, because you're dead, you belong to these things, right? Like all the dead of earth, like everybody who is dead now, right? Everybody who has forgotten. See, just like, you know, nobody remembers the dead dog, right? So if a dog dies, you know, they, you know, cremate it, and, you know, they forget. The same way, you know, there are so many dogs which dies regularly. So the same way, there are so many people who die, and people do not remember, and that is what you have become. As soon as you die, in spite of you being such an amazing person, we have completely lost you. Right? You're no different than a dead dog. People do not know the name of a dead dog, right? People forget the name of the dead dog because, you know, it's a dead dog. It's gone, right? So just like that, even you are, you know, even you are gone forever. Nobody knows you, no, but I sing of you. For posterity, I sing of your profile in grace, of the signal maturity of your understanding, of your appetite for death and the taste of its mouth, of the sadness of your once valiant gaiety. Right? So, People will forget you. Right? Since you die, nobody knows you. Nobody will remember you. But I will not let it happen. Why? Because I sing of you. As long as I sing, the people will know. Right? People will forget you, but I sing of you. I will make I will make people remember you. I'll bring life to you. Right? So for posterity, I sing of your profile and grace. For posterity, posterity is the people to come, the future generation. For future generation, I sing your song. I sing, your profile and grace. Profile, who was, Sanchez Mejias. So I sing of that, and also I sing of your grace. I sing the way you have lived. I sing the beauty of you, right? Of the signal maturity of your understanding, of the absolute, you know, uh, the maturity in the sense, the the profoundness of your understanding, the knowledge which you have, the worldview which you have. So that I'll sing, so that the people will know, right? So that maturity, the um, um, so that is what we see of your appetite for death and the taste of its mouth. Of its appetite for death. Um, See, being a bullfighter, we know that Sanchez was a bullfighter, and he used to face death very often, and he has escaped death many a time. So that is what your appetite for death and the taste of its mouth. Right? An adventurous person like you know what is death, and you have escaped death many a times. You have found that with you, and the sadness of your once valiant GAT. Uh, GAT is actually the things which you do to make yourself happy, right? So that is, there is a sadness in the happy, merriment. There is a sadness uh, in the state of being happy. That is, you think of many happy memories, and when does the happy memories turn sad? The happening memories turn sad when you know that the happy memories cannot come back, right? So that is the sadness of being happy, knowing that the happy times cannot come back. That is the sadness of being happy, and that is the situation here. So there are so many, that there has been times I had been merrymaking with you, I have been happy with you, but that does not come back. That is the sadness. It will be a long time, if ever, before there is a born an Andalusian so true, so rich in adventure. I sing of his elegance with the words that groan, and I remember a sad breeze through the olive trees. So it will be long time, if it ever happens. It will be long time, right? Before there is a born an Andalusian so true, so rich in adventure. So a person like you, a person who is Andalusian, is actually a Spanish race, not Spanish race in particular. It's a Spanish community, a member of that Spanish community, and a true an Andalusian who is so rich in adventure like you, right? An adventurous person, an Andalusian, and a person who is of elegance, a person of beauty, a person who is not just beautiful, but a person of beauty is a person who has a sense for beauty, right? That is what describes a person who is, you know a person of beauty. Not just person who is beautiful, but also a person who has the sense of beauty, right? So andulation so true, so rich in adventure, I sing of his elegance with words that groan, right? So just like, I'm writing this poem on you, right? So it would be a long time if I ever do that. That means, there might not come a time. If it comes, it is not anywhere near. It will take very long time before I find someone like you to write a poem like this one. And I remember a sad breeze through the olive tree. When I find someone like you, it will not be happy all the time, because the sad breeze, the memory of you will keep coming to me. So, uh, in a way, he's saying that, a person like you will not come on earth at all. If it does, it might take very long time. Even then, he will not be like you. He might make me happy, but he will not be like you, right? So that way, and people have to know what kind of a person you were. People have to know that, there is a rare individual like you on earth, and that is why I have to sing. That is why I have to sing this song, to make you remember that, such a person was alive on earth. And that is, the absent soul, the soul which is gone, the soul which is not present, right? So he must have been with us, but he is not, he is absent. So that is why the song, that is why the author is writing this song, absent soul. Examine the meditation on the death in the absent soul. See, in this poem, couple of things are very important. One, um, the mortality and immortality. The mortality is the death, and the immortality is the attempt to remember the poet through the poem, right? So the poem is not immortal actually. The poetry dies. We say that the poetry lives, but the poetry dies someday. But poetry lives for long, more long than human beings can, right? We live, we just a few days ago we read the poem of Kalidasa. Right? Kalidasa has gone for 1800 years, but still we read his poetry. So that means poetry lasts long. So the author over here, Lorca, he has taken his subject. The subject of his poetry is mortal. Not just mortal, he is already gone. Right? Sanchez is already dead. But the attempt is to make him immortal through the poetry. So that is one thing in the poem. And the second thing is the nature of death. How the death comes very suddenly, takes things away, and the people fade after the death. Not just in physical form, but also the memory of the people will be vanished. So that is the nature of death. So examine the meditation on the death. So what does Lorca speaks about the nature of the death? That way we have to write. Then bring out the shift in the tone in the course of the poem and comment on its significance. So if you see here, there are three tones. First tone, you are forgotten. They're completely forgotten. The ants doesn't know you. The bull doesn't know you. The trees doesn't know you. Right. So that is the first phase. And the second phase, now you are not there. What is the feeling? Because for me, so first others have forgotten you, but I cannot forget you, because it will be autumn, and autumn will make me remember you. So that is the second phase. And the third phase is, with this poem you will live. I'll make sure that you live. I'll make sure that the people read about you for very long. Right. So that is the third shift in the poem. So these are the three phases. Okay. Consider Lament of Ignacio Sanchez Mejia as an elegy. Elegy is elegy is a poem which is sung after a death of a person. That is, you write an elegy. It might not be a poem. It might be a poem, or yeah, it usually it's a poem. After a death of a person, speaking about the praise of that person, how that person was very unique, how that person was very um, great. And that is what happens. And we see that uh, here we see the characteristics of the poet does not speak much about how Sanchez Mejia was, but he more speaks about how he is not someone who cannot be forgotten, or rather how he is a person who should not be forgotten, right? So that is what we see, and certain characteristics is written, that is, he is adventurous, he has grace, he is an Andalusian, and those things we see, a man of elegance, those things we see. But even then, more than everything, he is a person worthy of praise. That is what Lorca is saying. He is a person worthy of my poetry. He is a person worthy of this poem, right? And that is elegy, right? So that is a respect given to a person. That is the love of the individual. The Lorca has on this person, Sanchez Mejia. So that is what that's all about this poem. If you have any questions or comments, you can go ahead.